Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. That's Russell just ahead, push for the position. They're on fresh softs. That's Stroll behind you. They're on fresh softs. Okay, gap to leader, 5.3 seconds. And that's 20 laps until your pit window's open. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, Sainz is behind you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1:32.5. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1 minute 32.1. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 6.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in first. And the time last lap, 1:31.9. Gap to your teammate ahead, 6.8 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. And you've got P7, 7th place. It's Verstappen ahead. They're on fresh mediums. Russell behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place, 6.1 seconds. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. happens ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1 minute 33.0. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. Keep going. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1:33.5. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Great work, you're catching the car ahead by around 0.5 a lap. Perez ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1 minute 33.3. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Ferrari drivers out in front. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, Lewis, we've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push and use it all up. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 8.5 seconds. That's P5, you're in P5. Perez ahead. Okay, they're on old softs. Alonso behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader, 9.3 seconds. You've got 11 laps until your pit window opens. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1:33.6. Okay, you're dropping back by around 0.2 each lap. Pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second a lap. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.0 seconds. Gap to your teammate ahead, 10.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in second. Time last lap, 1:32.9. Okay, mate, the last lap time, 1:33.5. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 11.1 seconds. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Right, okay, last lap, 1 minute 34.1. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Push, push, use your overtake button, let's go. That's Charles ahead of you now. And gap to the car in front, 9.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1:33.7.
Grip sucks this time.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead, 13.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 17 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1 minute, 33.3. Come on, mate, you're down by 0.8 a lap. What have you got? Second place, you're in second place. Norris just ahead, push for the position. They're on old mediums. That's Alonso behind. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Okay, 44 laps to go. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Verstappen behind you now. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 19 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1:33.3. Gap to your teammate behind, 9.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're currently 6th. And the time last lap, 1 minute 31.1. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Lando ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 13.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. They've done 21 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1:33.5. This is great stuff. We're gaining by 0.3 a lap. Good work. Box. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. This is our true position. We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint. You're sat in P8, well done. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard. They're on fresh mediums. Perez is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. The distance to the leader, 40.2 seconds. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, 40 laps to go now. This is our true position. We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 9.2 seconds. Perez behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 32.0. Tyre condition still looking good. Ferrari drivers in first place. Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do. Okay, Lewis, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.0 seconds. And Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:31.3. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute 31.6. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. You're currently in P3. Lando's ahead of you now. They're on fresh mediums. Piastri's behind you now. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 21.1 seconds. Your pit window opens in 15 laps time. 34 laps to go. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 16.9 seconds. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 21.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Time last lap, 1:31.7. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Verstappen behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 32.0. And gap to the car in front, 19.7 seconds. You've lost some time to the car behind. Gap to your teammate ahead, 20.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Your last lap time, 1:31.7. Okay, so the last lap time, 1 minute 31.4. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:30.5. Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 31.1. Okay, mate, time of that last lap, 1:31.0. Okay, gap ahead, 16.6 seconds. Okay, you've got P3, well done. They're on old mediums. Verstappen behind you now. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place, 18.6 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. 27 laps to go. Okay, that last lap, 1 minute 31.4. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Verstappen's behind. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:31.4. Charles is in for his stop now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.0 seconds. Okay, last lap, 1:31.7. Okay, you sat in P2. Norris just ahead, push for the position. They're on old mediums. Verstappen behind you now. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Okay, 22 laps left. Okay, Lewis, we need to save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. last lap time, 1:31.8. Gap to your teammate behind, 8.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in fourth. Your last lap time, 1:30.7. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.6 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilise some of this energy, come on. Pit now, pit now. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Come on, guys. That was not good.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the right front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us and let's finish this race as strong as possible. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. And we're currently sat in 6th. Ocon is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Piastri's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, so gap to the leader, 50.3 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 18 laps to go. managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:30.1. Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft tyre. Okay, gap to the car in front, 20.0 seconds. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 30.9. happens out in front. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. Tyre condition still looking good. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 19.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards, they're in second. And the time last lap, 1:32.1. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. And the time last lap, 1:29.5. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. work, we're in P4. It's Verstappen ahead. They're on fresh softs. Piastri's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. The distance to the leader, 20.6 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Gap to your teammate ahead, 16.1 seconds. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. As things stand, we'll be second in the championship. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 15.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in second. Your last lap time, 1:30.9. Time last lap, 1:29.9. job, nice overtake. P3, you're currently in P3. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 19.6 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, 6 laps to go now. Okay, Charles ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 12.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 19 laps old. Time last lap, 1:31.0. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 12.7 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Yellow flag.
We need to retire the car. Engine off.
What?
Okay, clear. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, they're on old softs. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, a full lap separates you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place, 24.1 seconds. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left, next time by will be your final lap. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
What a stupid idiot.
Just turned in on me.
That was far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. Bodywork's taken a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse, please.
Let's go! Woo!
Awesome job, guys. My apologies for that mistake earlier on. But we live, we learn. On to the next one.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.